Every 12 minutes, a girl dies because of FGM. That's more than 44,320 preventable deaths every year. These are children, girls, many under the age of 10. They are cut with no anesthesia, with crude tools, in secret. And for what? A false sense of purity, a cultural myth, a tradition that leaves scars and silence.
Do people know what FGM is?
Yeah.
And to be honest, a lot of people don't. 2024, 44,320 women died worldwide because of FGM. This is the ecosystem for FGM.
Yeah.
A person going through it.
Mm-hmm.
You're 8. According to them, you're mature. You're forced through the cut.
Mm-hmm.
So now after the cut, you're considered a mature woman. So by the time you're 14,
Mm-hmm.
you're pregnant. A child, carrying a child,
Mm-hmm.
how can they satisfy the needs of a household? They can't. If men really know what they were created to do,
Mm-hmm.
then they would not put women into these situations. My mom was denied an opportunity to go to school. So everything she's done and everything, even the language she speaks now,
Mm-hmm.
she learned it herself. She never went past primary school. My dad was kind of a favorite to a lot of young people.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was different. Every December, he would do like goat eating with like the local boys, and
Yeah.
we're talking about hundreds of them. But then when he comes home, for me, the question I get is a dog fed? You know, is the car clean? Like, why did you guys do this? I mean, he was a pastor,
Mm-hmm.
so, but he didn't pastor at home, man. It sucked so much that
Yeah.
as soon as I was done with high school, the day I finished my exam, I left home. I lived a life that I would not wish on anyone to live.
It's so interesting that you are not a Christian. You have no relationship with Jesus.
Yes,
And you'll take the Bible and preach from it.
yes,
And someone will give their life to Christ.
yes. God can use
So
anyone.
what are you inviting the guy to? I'm
know.
just curious.
Church.
Yo, what's up, good people, man? First, thank you so much for always joining us for the DJ Mo's podcast. We do not take it for granted, man. I'm always excited to be able to have wonderful guests joining me for conversations. People who are known, other people who are not known, but they are known in their circles. And, just being able to have genuine, honest conversations with them. So, man, as you continue digging in and enjoying the podcast, we'd like to encourage you to go ahead and support us, man. This is only possible through your love and through your support. Pray for us, talk about us, but then also you can go ahead and, go a step further and support us financially. And you can do that by, our account number and the till number. They're all, is it till number? No, the pay bill number and the account numbers you have every single. Please do go ahead and support us financially, because this encourages us, allows us to be able to pay our bills and to continue hooking you up with more great content. Sindio, thank you so much for your love. In the meantime, man, let's continue in our conversations today hapa hivi on the DJ Mo's podcast. Karibu sana, man.
5 years.
It took 5 years.
More than 5 years.
What do you mean more than 5 years?
I must say it's been a long time.
Yeah?
Wanting to connect.
Bro.
Finally happened.
More than 5 years.
It's more than, yes. Since high school.
Did you reach out to me or?
I think I started with Facebook because
Yeah.
I lived with a boys who was like crazy about you. He was
Yeah.
a DJ as well.
Who's this?
DJ Kuche.
DJ Kuche. Have I met him?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
You guys have done so many gigs.
Was this here in Kenya?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Boss, me nimeishi hapa wana.
Yeah, DJ Kuche, man. If he's the one I'm thinking about, there's only one guy.
Kuche Kuria.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think there's only one guy, but so unfortunately, siko kwa Facebook vile.
I know. I have not been for since 2014.
Yeah.
I've not been on
FB.
Instagram, FB. Like this year is when
You're getting back in it.
I know. I know.
I'm good to see who Kuche
Needed
is.
a break. Yeah.
Let me see who he is. But bro, pole, I hope sikukulenga, man.
No. I mean, like, I think things are supposed to happen when they're supposed to happen.
Yes, God's perfect timing, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when it eventually happened, it actually happened at a time where it actually made sense.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been easier to connect and just do life.
Yeah.
But then, in terms of more intentional working together,
Yeah.
now is when it makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I agree, man.
Yeah.
I've got to ask you if this is the guy. He's not the one. He looks.
that's him.
Ah.
Yeah, that's him.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
He looks quite young.
I know. And then there's also Krugs also. Eric Mwangi. He actually worked with you guys from onset. So when you guys started, where was this place where you guys started the first time?
Where
When Kubamba started.
our offices where they
Yes,
were.
yeah.
I think maybe we were in Paresia on Gong Road.
Was it?
I'm on Mamlaka Hill Chapel. So our first place was Mamlaka Hill Chapel.
Uh-huh.
Then we moved to Paresia, up even Gong Road.
Does it have another name?
No.
Like that area?
No, then we went to Woodley.
I think Woodley is where
Yeah.
you guys had to even wash the office or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
the
it.
place, yeah.
That's it. That's
'Cause I
it.
remember he was telling me about that.
Yeah.
So we have a few friends in common.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
stuff, man. So I'm really happy to have you on the podcast today because of, I was excited when we were having conversations,
Yeah.
Yesterday, and just the amazing work that you guys are doing. But maybe I need to introduce you, Manasseh, to our wonderful guests. Normally I don't even introduce my guests. Guys just find us in the middle of our stories to kiendaga to,
Let's do it.
So
Yeah.
but just real brief,
Okay.
Where did you grow up, man?
So I grew up in Limuru. I mean, now it's called Kikuyu. So basically when they did the restructuring, the demarcation, now it falls under Kikuyu, but I grew up in Limuru. Yeah.
Alafu chuo.
I went to 2 schools, primary school. It was like a private school, and then moved to Muguga Primary.
Yeah, I know Muguga Primary.
You know Muguga? So I went to Muguga Primary, and then from there went to Ngenia Boys High School, which was the best time of my life. I really struggled with the thought of going to a boarding school.
Yeah.
And I think at that point is actually when I knew my mom really cared about what I think and anyway. So we had a discussion, and she actually had to go to the school and see if it's possible for me to go to a day school. And so she was able to make it happen. And I went to a day school.
Yeah.
Spent 4 years. Actually, that's where I met most of the guys that I work with now.
Yeah.
We met in high school. And 4 years there. Fun times, music, drama, you name it. We had a crew that nailed music festivals. We scared the entire nation. Every year we used to go all the way to State House.
No way.
Winners concert.
Hey, bro.
I know. As a soloist. And now I can't even sing. I don't know what happened.
You are soloist in the music fest.
I know. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Man. I don't know what happened.
Hey, bro.
I used to do that. Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. I would have never assumed that Ngenia Boys ilikuwa ingeenda hadi nini.
Hey, yo.
Because that guy's no dago. There's certain schools that that are always up there for the music festivals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
I love after high school.
After high school, man, so I grew up in I want to say a really good home. My dad was a businessman.
Yeah.
Which I've seen him grow. When we were born, we lived in a hat, a mad hat. 1 room, 3 kids. Lots of stories around how they got there, but and then we could see my dad at that time was a mechanic that I remember. He had a black Mamba. He used to go to work with.
Yeah.
Ngesha, that's where he used to work, and then Limuru and all that. So he grew pretty I want to say quickly, because by the time we were growing to primary school, he was driving. We were in a good school. We used to be dropped off at school. So he got into this farming equipment deals that ended up doing really well over the years.
Yeah.
So he still does it. He's a government contractor, but yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So that's I grew up with a lifestyle that my dad was not at home, but he was present, so to speak. So he worked Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. Whole food
Because
plan? Oh, okay.
then Saturday and Sunday, it's just my people flying through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want a good shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Saturday, Sunday, then we would do church. So he was a passy evangelist,
Yeah.
to be specific. So he would come back home on Friday evening. Then he would plan, his trip. I would wash the car. So a pickup truck, it would come. We had a KTR, yellow one,
Hey.
my guy.
Yeah.
And wash it, and then put the speakers on the back.
Oh, the sound system now.
Yeah, yeah. And then so I was kind of like the mixtape guy.
Yeah.
So we used to use cassettes.
Yeah.
That's what we used to use.
I mean, those days getting a CD player was probably hard.
It's
If the
crazy.
car was KT something, hey, bro.
Yeah, so we would hit the road, started in Limuru, within the center. Then Maima, Hiu, Naivasha, just all the way up north.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm usually excited to see, like, till today, some of the churches that we planted, or that he planted when I was there, are still like
Thriving.
there.
They're still going on.
But yeah, it's exciting. I'm grateful for those moments.
Yeah. So in fact, I was going to ask you, how was it for you? Being a young person, and now on Saturday, Sunday, your dad is taking you guys on the road.
Yeah.
Doing the evangelism work. And now, did you feel like you were missing out on your youthful days, or this is all you knew?
That was not during high school. That was in primary school.
Okay.
So for me, it was exciting.
That's good.
I didn't know anything else. I just wanted to ride with him,
in the back of the
and then
pickup
go be the DJ,
Yeah.
kind of a thing with the cassettes. But then as life advanced and I was in high school, it started feeling different.
Yeah.
Because like now I didn't want to do it, but then I have to do it.
Yeah.
And that's where things started changing
Yeah.
for me. So continued doing it every now and then. And then so church, I started knowing different types of churches and environment and people and friends. So I realized our church was very strict.
Yeah.
So the church that we were local to wasn't in Limuru, it was in Kawangware.
Yeah.
So that means every Sunday we have to drive all the way to Kawangware and would spend the whole day.
Oh, wow.
Like I'm talking about morning to evening.
Yeah.
Because Simade is like church lady.
Yeah.
So she has to go early. They have to prep. They have to cook. They have to do all these things.
Oh, man.
So it was a whole day ordeal.
Yeah.
But during that time, I ended up making really good friends with like some of the kids that were at church. And so we would be able to get permission every now and then to just go Zunguka Mta, go to Tao and back before the church is over. Only like, I'd say 3 times that happened. But that's when I realized like my dad was kind of a favorite to a lot of young people. And for me, it was different. All right. Like, so looking back, I understand where he was coming from, but at that time, it kind of dented me a lot because he's every December he would do like goat eating with like the local boys, and we're talking about hundreds of them, and then he's employing them because he has this work that he does that allows for a lot of youth to get employment. So he's a favorite to a lot.
That's good.
But then when he comes home, for me, the question I get is a dog fed? Is a car clean? Like, why did you guys do this? You didn't help your mom.
Yeah.
It's like, it was never a moment, okay, yeah, let's chill and eat goat too, right? Would have been nice.
Oh, man.
And then another lack that was there was, he was a pastor. So, but he didn't pastor at home, man. We never did Bible study at home.
Yeah.
I remember my mom attempted a couple of times and we would read the Bible together. She would actually read the Bible for us. But I actually did not own a Bible until it was required for me to have a Bible going to high school.
Yeah, because it's one of those requirements we have in Kenyan schools. Yeah. Wow.
So, and I didn't know better. Looking back is when I see all those gaps. Now, Now that I have kids now, I have boys. And so being intentional with them is important. And so looking back, I can tell where the gaps were. We have a good relationship with my dad now, but looking back, there's a lot that could have been done different.
How did that make you feel about Christianity? Seeing that your dad is he's like the favorite with all these boys in church.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, your dad, man, your dad is a
know.
legend.
I know.
And then for you at home, you're like, man,
It
I don't have
sucked.
the same experience with you.
It sucked.
Mm-hmm.
It sucked. It sucked so much that
Yeah.
as soon as I was done with high school, the day I finished my exam, I left home.
Oh.
Like I literally went the following day. I was at the National Theatre looking for Kenya Boys Choir to
join.
to just get out of home because I knew that's what I wanted. I wanted to be in arts.
Yeah.
And so I went there, did a ton of different interviews, but then I learned that at that time Kenya Boys Choir wasn't paying.
Yeah.
So you would go, you would travel, you would do all these things, but you get like stipend or whatever, but you don't actually get a salary to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's like I would do with some money to get started.
Yes.
So I started looking at how can I actually get to work and get to earn, like right on.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat.
Yeah.
So I went through UON. They used to do classes for English. So I started looking at, okay, what does it cost to, apply and get in and all that.
Yeah.
And then at that time, I also knew a gentleman called Gilbert. So when I was in high school, they had performed at the set books, and I really admired what they did.
Yeah.
So I reached out. I came to the National Theatre. I didn't have phone numbers then, right? I mean, they had phone numbers. I didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
So I came, and then I saw an advertisement that the same guy I was looking for was actually hosting an audition. So I attended. I went, and I got picked. I mean, I wasn't a good actor, I can tell you that.
But you got picked.
And I also had a heavy accent and
Heavy Kikuyu accent.
Kikuyu accent.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I got made fun of a lot by some of quote unquote the advanced elite, actors and all that.
Yeah.
So that was very difficult for me.
Yeah.
And I even propelled the reason for me to pursue, learning and training English and all that.
Yeah.
So I met a guy, his name is Kashata, and he was at UON, and we kind of built a really good relationship. So at that time, Bribeman School was doing film, short courses on film.
Yeah.
Part of that included English language.
Yeah.
So struck a deal with Kashata. So we would live together. So he was a student at UON.
Yeah.
So his parents were baked.
Yeah.
So accommodation was sorted.
Yeah.
So all we need to figure out is what do we eat?
Yeah.
And I think that's just how life started for me. Because for 2 weeks, I walked from my mom's to town.
Bro, that's a distance, man.
It is a distance.
Yeah.
On Sunday when I meet with people at home, mtaani, they'd be like, man, I thought I saw you Gitaru walking. Where were you going?
Yeah.
Where are you walking? So that was crazy, but life changed a lot. And then at some point, we ended up living in Westlands. That's actually how I met my mentor producer, who actually is the reason why I also got an interest in Christianity again. Because after I left home, to me, that was it.
You were done with
church. I wasn't going.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing life as a Christian. It was a downhill.
Yeah.
I can tell you there's nothing I look back to and admire about that time.
Yeah.
And then it was very difficult for me because I really knew what I wanted.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted financial freedom from onset.
Yeah.
Because I knew I wasn't going to get it at home. Like my dad was not going to support me to do acting.
Yeah.
It's either you go to a business school, you come help me with business, and then life goes on.
Yeah.
Or you join ministry, you go be a passy.
Yeah.
But none of that was cutting it for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my childhood. So, but it sucked a lot because if there was a moment or an opportunity for me to be able to do life well at home, and get introduced to the gospel at home, I think I would have avoided a lot of trauma and things that I faced in life.
Yeah. I mean, what was it like for you when you walked away from then you're done with the stories of church. So like me, I stopped going to church when I was immediately I finished primary school, I stopped going to church.
Yeah.
But I didn't have beef with God.
Yeah.
I had no beef with Jesus.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be
In that.
space. I didn't want to be in church.
Yeah.
And I stayed out of church for like maybe 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, that's really good that you knew that at that age.
yeah. So
It's really good. I mean, I didn't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was no relationship for me that I was leaving.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also, you didn't have that relationship with.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
Like I knew I was born a Christian.
But bro, but you're here with your dad moving around and you can hear your dad preaching and talking about Jesus.
I know, but like that's the Jesus we talk about. We go, we preach, and I actually preached in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, one of the guys that gave their life to Christ in high school when I was teaching,
Yeah.
is the guy who brought me back into the kingdom
Bro.
when I was in the U.S.
So what were you talking about
The Bible.
to
I
the
was
high
reading
schoolers?
Hey, I'm a creative. I write stories.
Yeah.
I write films. I have a creative mind, so I can read the Bible and explain what I believe it says.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was
But
doing.
you're talking about a guy you have no relationship with.
Bro, yes.
That's so interesting, man.
I did not, like, even walking away from the church.
Yeah.
I was walking away from the church environment. I was not walking away from a relationship because I
you
didn't know
have
any.
one. Yeah.
Even when I got my Bible in high school, and it was a Catholic school, yeah, we read the Bible, CRE and all that.
Yeah.
Like, or even like did church stuff. But like, I don't know, I was praising because it's actually cool. It's what Christians do.
Yeah.
I did not until 2015, bro.
Wow.
I had zero concept of whatever a relationship is. Like I thought you say you're born again, you get prayed for, and then you lead prayer and you teach, you sing, you do all those things.
It's so interesting that you are not a Christian. You have no relationship with Jesus.
Yes.
And you'll take the Bible and preach from it.
Yes.
And someone will give their life to Christ.
Yes. God can use
So
anyone.
what are you inviting the guy to? I'm
know.
just curious.
Church. Sorry.
It's okay, man, because I'm just curious. I'm like,
I didn't know, bro.
Yeah.
I did not know.
but to me, find your altar call and some guys
I
have
did.
responded.
Yes.
That's incredible. It just shows that God can use anyone.
And that's exactly what encourages me every day. And that is why for me, we can do all the work that we do.
Yeah.
And someone can be living a type of a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I have no right to get into the mind of why they're doing that and how they're doing that, and they're still in church.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, it's different, bro. It's different.
Bro, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons I was so excited I'm really actually excited to have this conversation with you.
Yeah.
Is because I think you are an anomaly. And maybe guys are wondering, Mose, what do you mean this guy's an anomaly?
Yeah.
It's because of the campaign and the work that you are doing.
I see.
And what's interesting for me is, at least I got to sit down with you and have some conversation as we're having coffee.
Yeah.
Is when I look at your background and I listen to, your formative years, you're walking away from Jesus.
Yeah.
Then what you got to do, I guess after college.
Yeah.
And now the work that you're doing, hata sijui mazivile how all these pieces are connected.
Yeah.
Because they seem very disjointed.
Yes.
But at the same time, like your work, where I'm saying you're an anomaly, is we do not have many men who stand up and actually do something intentionally and voice it when it comes to defending women.
Okay.
And even more particularly,
Yes.
when it comes to female genital mutilation, FGM.
Yeah.
Like this guy is doing incredible work, friends.
Yeah.
Like for me, I was just blown away by your passion. Like it's not work.
This is true.
When I sat with you, I'm like, your passion and your zeal and your drive to change the lives of girls and women who have been caught up in that world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm completely blown away, bro.
Thank you.
What inspired you? What led you there?
Yeah. It has to go back to 2015.
Wow. And that's
Like
the year
literally. Yeah.
that's the year you became a Christian.
Yes. No. That's the year I got to know Jesus.
Yes.
I was a Christian the whole time.
Now we need to have a conversation about that. Yeah.
I was a Christian because I was born in a Christian family.
Mm-hmm.
I was working in church, even though when I was away. The moment I gave my life to Christ, how it happened was, we have to start from there. Sorry.
Iko sawa. Wherever.
I just moved from California to Washington. And I have a cousin who was supposed to host me there.
Yeah.
Then I get there and the lifestyle he lives is not something I was ready for. I wasn't walking with the Lord.
Yeah.
But there's a party you can walk into and then you're like, bro.
Even you feel uncomfortable. Wow.
So not getting into that.
Yeah.
But so there was a party in the evening. It made me the most uncomfortable. And
wow. It's a safe space.
By the way.
Yeah.
So this is how party of a person I was. If you go to anyone who knew me at the Kenya National Theatre during my starting years, 2006 to 2012, 2013 there, they will tell you, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party with the girls. I go in, I do my work, I live.
Wow.
That's what everybody will tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. But here's the thing. When I left there, after I'm done with my acting and my everything, we've done rehearsals, I actually got into a second me who was a party person. We actually owned a company or formed a company called the Allies. If you look, we used to host events. There's this Museum Hill. The Abokando, there's an Indian guy who had a lot of scandals and they had like a big hotel that was shut down there.
Patni. Yeah.
So there was a hotel they had shut down there. So we had reopened that.
Yeah.
And we used to host night parties Friday through Sunday.
Hey. Wow.
So for me, that's like party was not something that anybody knew about.
Yeah.
But it was with this, group of schools, kids who could afford to pay for it because we used to charge for them. It was a partnership in proxy with I know the Allies. Unfortunately, during that time, we lost a couple of us due to drinking and driving. So partying was something that, I knew about and I wanted to do. So when I moved to Cali, it was easy. I can blend in. It's life. But I had a crazy culture shock there. Story for another day. But now when I moved to Washington and I find this party in an apartment by my cousin who's supposed to host me, we go through the party throughout the night. And in the morning, I didn't sleep at all. It was like party all night to a point where cops came in.
Yeah.
Left in the morning, walked on the road. Guy honks. It's my first day. So I arrived last night.
It's your first
day
in the
in
US.
Washington.
In Washington, not
yes.
Yeah.
A guy honks and yells, Manasseh.
Bro.
And zooms up, car turns, and then he parks somewhere on the curb and then he walks over. I don't know the guy. Looking at the guy, I've never seen him. I don't know him. And so I'm freaking out because I was waiting for a bus to go to downtown. Yeah. And I have things to do. I mean, so he comes, he goes like, Niaje Manasseh. I'm like, poa, nijuaje Buddha.
Yeah.
And then he goes like, Aunijui, mini Kim. Kim.
No recollection.
No.
It's not registering.
Toka high school, ngenia. Nini. Yeah, you helped me. Nilikuwa nimeshikwa na my head boy kwa sababu ya kuuza mandazi and then ukani bail out. Nini. And no recollection.
Yeah.
Kumbe, so the same guy, we get to know each other. Nimemsave your time because hizo mandazi zingekulwa zote bro. Nishiko kiuza business imeisha. So somehow I don't even know how that happened, but instead of like having it ikuliwa na maurifo, just give it back to him,
Yeah.
warned him, story kaisha. Following weekend, nikamwona CU. Then the guy is the one who I prayed for.
He's the guy who became a Christian.
And from that day, bro, he
Yeah.
got planted.
Wow.
The guy is doing full-time mission work, bringing people to Jesus
Wow.
since then. So he meets me, we're talking, he's reminding me all this thing, and then he says, Maze, I have to go to work, but let's talk. This is my number. I'll look for you Leo Gioni.
Yeah.
Hey, he looks for me in the evening. He comes mpaka kwa apato. And then the first thing he tells me, hey, man, I know your kuzo. We know about him, Maze. Uko sure this is where you are? I was like, no. This is not what I want.
Wow.
So I'm looking for a place. And then he gives me his 2 cents advice because he's lived there for a long time.
Yeah.
He finished high school, got a green card as a family, and then he left. So he's very, grounded there. He's got a life going, school going, and all that, which is funny. He introduced me to my wife before I met my wife.
Oh, wow.
So
I can't wait to hear this.
I know. So he tells me what goes on around there, how locals live, how it's good and how it's ups and downs and all that. And then I was like, okay, yeah, thanks. But then he tells me, but we need to stay connected.
Yeah.
2 days later, bro, his brother dies.
Oh, man.
We just met. He gave me his advice. Though he texts me and tells me, hey man, this is what's happening. Kama kawaida, so we go mashakaya.
Yeah.
So show up, every day at his apartment because that's where people are meeting. I mean, this is a guy who, like, I knew in high school, younger than me.
Yeah.
He's already so stable in his walk with the Lord over the years that he's serving in a church, a local church there. He's doing Bible study at his apartment. Like, he has his life together. And then, so we're sitting there, a couple of Kenyans, and there was an international, like an old lady who was a friend of his from the Bible study.
Yeah.
So they knew each other. And everybody is sharing their name and then who they are to John and, condolences and all that stuff. Then this lady, it was her time. She introduces herself. I was like, man, like John has, old women friends. It's like, it's kind of different. You don't find shows in a young guy's house, do you?
No.
It was different.
It's weird,
but
yeah.
the men that were there were men in their 60s and their 50s.
Wow.
That were his friends. And then there was now us, the local guys, the Kenyan guys who were there. And so this lady, before John said, we were going to pray and finish and leave. And then she stands up. She looks at me head on. There's a person I don't know, and says, I will have you to know the Lord is pursuing you. And I will tell you, she spoke for 3 minutes. Told me everything that I've been struggling with.
Wow.
That moment right there. And then she didn't ask to pray for me.
No.
She was like, God will not be denied.
Bro.
Yeah. He pursues his own. And he's pursuing you. You've been running away. In front of all these people.
Wow.
It made me very uncomfortable, of course. I was like, okay. We finished. John calls me later that night. I was like, so how was it? I could see you were uncomfortable and nini. So I was like, yeah, it was uncomfortable. Yeah. But yeah, ni sawa. Do you agree with anything she said? That was a hard one. I was like, yeah, but no, but yeah, okay. Sawa. We'll talk
Was there
more.
truth to what she said?
Everything was true.
And you do not know her from
my parents were in church. I grew up in church. I walked away from church.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people have suffered from the lifestyle that I had started to create. The parties, people are suffering.
Yeah.
Right. And all that. And like even my own lifestyle, like the life of sin, women, man, it's like, I lived a life that I would not wish on anyone to live. Because it was one of those things that I had a justification for every one of them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I had something I wanted to protect. Basically, I had a desire to make it. and make a difference. Like
Yeah.
if you look at all my films, my first film was 2007, 2008 elections violence. Second one was a story about my mom. The third one is like every film is on impact,
Yeah.
women, impact. So long story there. But then anyway, so the couple days, this lady calls me. She gets my number from John and calls me.
The same lady.
The same lady. She calls me and she says, we have a prayer group that we usually do on Wednesdays. Would love you to come if you have time, but I know you can make time.
Hey.
And it's true because me, I've gotten there. At that time, I was helping with a film project at UW, and it was a really exciting project because they were studying how your eyes respond when someone says words that are not familiar to you. So as the brain is processing, how are your eyes and your demeanor work, whatever. It was a cool project. So I was excited about it. So I was there from 8 a.m. mpaka like midnight.
Wow.
I don't need to be there, but I just was there because I was learning a lot.
Yeah.
So she calls me. I was like, man, I called John. I was like, are you going? He goes, yeah, I'm going. So I go. Then I meet, I think it was 30 something. Nobody was my age or John's age, or 50s and above,
Yeah.
or retired. Just praying. Like it was just an introduction. Hi, my name is so-and-so. Welcome. That was it. They prayed the whole time and sang the whole time. 3 hours, we left.
Yeah.
From that moment, I just couldn't.
We can continue.
Huh? We continue. Okay.
Yeah.
From that moment, I did not know what else to do
Yeah.
than to actually figure out, okay, what is this thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up as a Christian. I am a Christian, but these guys, like the Jesus they're talking about is different.
Wow.
Like it's a person. Like
Yeah.
You
There's a
know-
relationship that you could tell that they have. Or
at that time, the word relationship wasn't something
that they
that I was plugging in or like, catching on quickly.
Yeah.
It was more of like, these guys are weird.
Yeah.
Like how can you talk about Jesus like that? I mean, he's supposed to be feared and he's a big God. And
Yeah.
So anyway, she invites me to the church that coming Sunday. And it was at a church called Overcomers Church in Federal Way area.
Yeah.
I show up. That day, there was a Zimbabwean preacher who was a visitor preacher who was preaching that day. And he preached on schizo, the splitting of the veil.
Wow.
That did it for me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sit on the pews. Like the last half of his preaching, like I moved from the back seat because of course I'm new to the church. I came and sat at the back and I walked all the way to the front. Like, those pews that are like the first three,
Yeah.
they were full. So like I just, next to the pew, I just waited there
Wow.
until they did the altar call. And that was it for me.
God will not be denied his own.
No. And since then, my life has been very different.
Wow.
Now, I knew I did not know and I didn't have a relationship with the Lord.
Yeah.
So I had to pursue it.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, I was like, I knew I was going to do something. Just my life is like that. If I put my mind into something, I want to do the best I can. I want to look back and say, oh, I didn't miss this, or I should have done this differently. So right away, I found a church that was closer to me, and I looked for a ministry school.
Yeah.
So I joined the Seattle Revival Center. They had a ministry school, so I joined.
Yeah.
It was a 2 years class, and
Yeah.
it was very hard because I had a full-time job, and I had to make a decision of swapping to night shift so that I can be in school all day.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Oh, that's what's up, man. At what point did you find that you have a passion for advocacy, if I could put it that way?
When I came to the National Theatre and saw how publicly women were being treated by fellow actors
At the National
at the
Theatre.
National Theatre. For
Wow.
me, that's how it started. We had a lot of very senior directors and producers
Yeah.
And you could tell, like, when we travel, the travel theater.
Yeah.
You would travel with people, and you make relationships with the ladies, like, because you were family.
Yeah. I was in theater as well.
See?
Yeah.
And then you can hear them crying, oh, like, my producer, I thought they were in a relationship with me, but now they're with so and so. And next time the thing will change. Stage manager is like sleeping with like 3 girls and they don't know, and then they end up finding out because they're just vulnerable. We're all like straight from high school, college, and all that. So for me, and then it started now reminding me where I come from. The things my mom has gone through, the things my aunties have gone through. And I was like, someone needs to start doing stuff like something.
Yeah.
And so that's how I started making like short stories about that. So girl child education. My mom was denied an opportunity to go to school.
Wow.
So everything she's done and everything, even the language she speaks now, Swahili, English, however good or bad it is, she learned it herself.
Self-taught.
She never went past primary school.
Wow.
And some of her siblings went to school. She didn't.
Wow.
So there's a lot there, but that's just how I ended up finding myself in advocacy space.
Yeah.
So the more I continued in making films and researching and hearing and learning, so I stepped away from. I did a film called Strength of a Woman. It was the hardest project I've ever done in my entire life. It was about girl child education in Africa. Long story short, we got carjacked on our way from the studio. After we finished editing, we were taking the footage and computers back home. We got carjacked, lost everything. The footage, the movie, computers, you name it, gone.
Where was this?
At Kino.
Wow.
So Kuche was the one we were working on the project together as an editor. We got into depression, and literally we sat in the house without talking to anybody for many, many months. A friend of ours from my church, Parklands Baptist, is where I used to go at that time. Now, I'm past my parents' church. Now I found a church of my own. I still have no idea what I'm doing, man. But she invited us over to her house. She lived with her and her sister, and it was a 2-bedroom, and she invited us over. And me and Kuchi took like one of the bedrooms. And that's where we started now getting act together again. Long story short, we ended up finding some of the footage from the sound person who was helping us. There was a lady from Germany who was helping us with sound recording. And then little did I know, people who are educated about film and they do sound, when you copy sound, you also copy the footage that goes with that sound. So she had the footage. So that's how we got the movie back, premiered it, like a long story. I mean, wouldn't get in the woods, but we were able to edit the film, premiered it, did really well. We had owed people for like 3 years at that time. So my name was trash in the industry, basically. We was able to redeem it, that night. Everybody went home with whatever they went home with, but I walked home. But I walked home with 2 things. When I stood to give a speech during the premiere, I looked at the audience, and most gentlemen that I cared about and had learned from a lot during that process before I made that film, they were there that night, and they were not with their wives, but they were with women.
Wow.
What is this movie about? Strength of a Woman. So basically, I realized at that point, I had made a film that should have been screened somewhere else, but the people that can afford to come for the premiere are the ones who actually are the main perpetrators for the majority of the time.
Wow.
And I knew for me to make it in the industry, I needed to have 2 things. I needed to have resources. I needed to have an ability to know if this is an impact film I'm doing, it needs to go make an impact, not a profit film. And that's why I now went back to school, did programming as a cohort, got a job, worked with Amazon for a couple of years. And 23, this whole time, my wife, who now we've already met, but at that time we hadn't met.
Yeah.
I'm a Seattle boy now. At that point, you know, quote unquote, live in an apartment in downtown. I walk everywhere. Took on a lifestyle of cycling and motorcycling. You know, just I don't want to spend anything. I just want to like work, stocks.
Yeah.
I want to be independent. And make money and go make films eventually. So at that time, my wife Abby was already in Kenya since 2013, working with teens, pregnant teens.
Okay.
So before that, she was working with abandoned children. So she learned most of the children were coming from pregnant teens who had to throw away their kids or give up their kids so that they can go back to school. So because they're not accepted at home. So after that, she felt the desire to, or the calling to start a rescue home to keep the mother and the child together. So she was doing that this whole time. So when we got married, she took a break to be in the US and we started a family and all that. During that time, we saw that COVID happened and the issues of teen pregnancies, FGM, everything went up. So the issue of FGM did not pop up actually for me until COVID. Because now I'm working from home. She's taking all these phone calls, working remotely from Kenya. And I'm here listening and I'm like, bro, I mean, half Maasai, it's not that bad for us. Are you sure? And then Kenya, man, it's like by the time I was in Kenya, you could hardly hear about FGM. So I was doubting myself, and you know, I was supporting her full time. I was working full time. She was working mission work full time. And then she told me, I feel the Lord is saying we need to go work together. And my desire when I got married was to get married to someone we can actually serve together. And for me, at that time, I'm looking at her, I'm like, lady, I'm in corporate America.
You're making good bank.
I have dreams. But then, not even a year later, the Lord was like pretty specific. Like you need to go and help her love the daughters. So now, in my mind, talk to my boss. Luckily, he was a very educated guy and had done a PhD in theology.
Wow.
And like of all the things, I did not expect that from him. Like he's a smart dude, ranking high up in corporate America and had gone to theology school. So I was like, so why are you here? Why are you not out there? And his response was the same. It was like, I went to theology school with so many men that really got into ministry and were very successful, and now they're not. So it's one thing to learn something, it's another to be called into something. So it's like, are you called into this? And that's something for you to look into. And of course, that got me into a moment. Now I have men. At that time, I was in a group of 15 men. I was the youngest. All of them retired, all serving the Lord. And they're like, I talked to them and we're all praying through this. It took us almost 6 months of consulting, talking, and all that. And then I came home one day and told my wife, okay, I'm going to go quit. I'm going to go quit my job and we're going to go, do work. But we're going to do this way. You have a heart for the mission. You're a psychologist by study and you have a heart for the people. I have the skills. I can build mechanisms and systems of how we do this. And I can also make documentaries that can help people know that this is an issue. And she was like, let's go. The following morning, when I was actually going to go give my resignation, I wake up in the morning. I used to leave really early. I used to cycle to work. It was about an hour. So I'm ready. I'm geared up.
In the bad weather, because I know Seattle has.
I know. Like, but that's where the fun is at, right? And they had really good showers and bathrooms, and so you can actually take you can leave clothes at work
Yeah.
that you come and change into and then go to work, and
So
stuff.
good.
It was impressive, and
Yeah.
I see it's happening here
Slowly by slowly.
Yeah,
That's
there's
happening now.
Some major corporate companies are doing really well, and they're helping people do that, to live that lifestyle. It's really good. So I wake up, I'm outside by the door, about to leave. Bye. She shoots out running. She goes like, "Don't quit. Don't quit. What are we gonna do?"
The thing she's been praying for, now she's asking, you're about to do it. Then she's like, don't do it.
She's like, what are we gonna do about the mortgage? Like we have mortgage. We now are expecting a kid. Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
It's like God said, let's do it. So, should I wait? Yeah. Give me some time. So I'll go back to the office. Don't give resignation. Now in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're texting back and forth. By the end of that day, she was fine. And then the following day, I'm going to go give the resignation, and I go talk to my boss. I don't hand it in.
Yeah.
We talk about it, and he says, like, yeah, let's just email. Let's just send it on email. You don't have to. So I sent an email. So it's in the HR system, right?
Yeah.
Guess what happens the following day? Layoffs.
Bro.
5,000 people
Are laid off.
laid off.
So you've resigned.
I've resigned.
What's the difference now? What's the advantage between resigning and the people who are getting laid off?
I go home with my severance package.
Bro.
And I still get to claim my stocks.
Hey, yeah.
It's a God thing, bro. It was the only way we could actually be able to move to Kenya.
Wow.
And be able to like get set
Bro,
up.
God is in the details, man. If you miss that,
That was it. It would have been impossible to make a move.
is that thing for obedience?
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
It did not.
But bro, if you didn't do it,
Yeah.
you'd have lost your severance package.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then about a year later, I meet with one of my advisors from work.
Yeah.
He had come to Kenya for a safari. Then he learned that I was in Kenya, so we messaged. We met at Nairobi Kitchen, and I'm talking to him. And at that time, he was considering moving to a different company. And I was telling him, I think I've been here for a year. We've set up the systems. The project is running. So I think I'm ready to go back to work. And I don't know, I don't want to lose, the skills and all that. And he looks at me, he goes like, so what was the goal when you came? What did you want to do? So we walked through a few projects that we've done. Remember Mukurwe was flooding, and we were able to fundraise for like meals and support for those people, and it was like amazing. That was a success. I was like, okay, that's good. Okay, how about the FGM project? It's like we need $2.5 million to be able to do this project. We don't have that kind of money. We need to go into fundraising mode. And I think if I'm working in fundraising, it might be helpful. And he looks at me, he goes like, I know you. I know what you're able to do. If you go back to work, you will give this half attention. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So I'm not telling you not to do it because I know you have a family and you have bills to pay and you have to feed and all that. Wow. But if I was to do it, I would consider going big. Invest all and let just the project get complete. Then when you shift attention to going back to work, you're back to work.
Yeah.
Came home, talked to my wife. We had a conversation, and true enough, that's what we ended up doing.
Now you dived into FGM.
We dived into it, started fundraising for the film. We were able to get fundraise for the film. A lot of issues went in between because we had submitted for a budget with a specific team. And then we lost one of the team members who was the kind of like the ping holder. So the budget like shrunk significantly. And then, but we still had to do it.
Yeah.
So from doing a 30 people team project, we had to shrink the project to 6 people on motorcycles. and living locally where the project is being done.
Yeah. 6 people.
6 people.
Wow.
So it worked really well. So to answer your question specifically on the passion for FGM, 2020 through 2024, 44,320 women died worldwide because of FGM.
44,000 women in 2024.
2024.
Wow.
Do you know how many people died from HIV and AIDS related issues?
No,
23,000.
that's half.
Funding. $20 billion was put into HIV and AIDS in 2024.
And how much is put into FGM?
100 million worldwide.
Bro.
So even if you're doing the math, you know, for those that are, you know, into numbers, if you're giving per death,
yeah.
cents
Yes.
to a death. So it brought me to this place of remembering the saying that says only a spider can fix their own web. This whole HIV and AIDS is affecting everyone, race, color, class,
Yeah.
social,
Cuts
anybody.
across.
So it can get attention across.
Yeah.
So funding can be found everywhere. HIV, for FGM or FGC, they say it's a religious practice, it's a cultural practice, and so a tradition, and it's a way of life, it's a belief system. So if you want to change it, you're changing people's way of life and belief system. This is where I beg to differ, because think about it. This is the ecosystem for FGM.
Yeah.
A person going through it. You're 8. According to them, you're mature.
An 8-year-old girl.
8-year-olds, between age and 11, right? So you go through the cut, or you're forced through the cut. Then immediately after that, so now after the cut, you're considered a mature woman. So what happens? Then you have to get married.
Yeah.
Or you're forced into marriage. So by the time you're 14, you're pregnant.
Yeah.
So a child, carrying a child, how can they satisfy the needs of a household?
No.
They can't. So
The
what
body's not even
happens?
fully developed to be able to.
So they're kicked out. So you have a 16-year-old who has a child and they're back at home in a home that doesn't have anything in the first place. They sold her to gain wealth so that they can do life. But now, years has passed, there's been drought or whatever has happened, and they don't have the animals anymore. She's back with a child and a lifetime of issues that she'll never stop. So the ecosystem just keeps going back. What happens 8 years later? This girl's daughter goes through the same process.
Yeah.
Now, introduce education. If this girl was in school in the first place, she would not have been seen as more than just a child in school to be sold.
Yeah.
So then FGM reduces. Then the marriage also
Reduces.
is not an option or reduces. And that means the future of when she gets a child or gets married becomes a decision for her
Yeah.
when she's ready.
Yeah.
So we just had to do that. So that's why we decided to do the film. Do people know what FGM is?
Yeah.
And to be honest, a lot of people don't. They just say, oh, it's a cutting or whatever. But how much of it is cut?
Yeah.
What's the process?
Yeah.
What's the lifetime impact of that? Well, when we were doing the documentary, you meet a woman who went through the cut. They can't give birth. I mean, there's so much I can get into that we found out that there's just so much evil in the Kenya we live in today. And we are so distracted in advancement. We have electric vehicles, bro,
Yeah.
in Nairobi. Right now, if you want a coffee, how much is it?
Yeah. It's like,
$4.50?
yeah. Easy.
Man, that's 4 days of a meal for a child out there.
1 cup of coffee.
I mean, 100 bob can get you some unga and some greens for the whole family for the day.
Yeah.
So that's why we launched the campaign.
So you've talked about the funding aspect where there's $22 billion that's been committed towards HIV/AIDS.
Yes.
And there's $100 million
Yes.
that's been committed towards FGM.
Yes.
So is it because, as you've said, their findings are that it's a cultural belief.
Yes.
It's a tradition.
Yes.
So basically it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
And so you're going against culture.
Yes.
And you know how deeply entrenched this thing is.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges that you've met
I mean,
as you're
besides
trying to address this
Yeah.
issue? Yeah.
I mean, besides being shot at and almost killed,
Oh, bro.
I mean, it's
What?
yeah. I mean, so and that's what I desire for people to understand.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm not chasing culture. This is what I believe. If
Because
men,
it looks like, you're demonizing. To some people, they'll
Exactly.
say this guy's demonizing our culture.
exactly, but I'm doing the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Because I believe if men really know what they were created to do, then they would not put women into this situation.
But there are men who are saying, because I've done an interview with
Yeah.
with some 3 wonderful ladies who had gone through FGM, and I was deeply honored that they would agree to have this conversation with me.
yeah,
And one of the things they said was that in some of their communities, there are men, and we've seen even leaders who are saying
Yes.
that they cannot marry a girl
yes,
who has not gone through FGM.
yes.
And I'm like,
Did you hear what you just said?
yeah. That's why I've even paused.
So-
like the
so-
guy has said
so-
that he
so the
cannot
guy-
marry
Yeah,
a lady who has not been circumcised.
yeah. So who is this guy? What makes him think that he gets to get what he wants?
And now the women
Yes.
feel
Yes.
that the only way they can get married
Yes.
is if she goes through circumcision.
Correct.
The only way she can find a voice
Yes.
amongst women
Yes.
in her community is
Yes.
if she gets circumcised.
Yes.
So,
The-
bro, that's
all
what
those are
you're going.
true.
That's what you're going against.
But not.
The only way she has value
Yes.
in the community
Yes.
is if she gets circumcised.
Mhm.
So those are the challenges that I think you're
Yeah, but
facing.
the percentage that goes that direction is very small now. In the past, it would have been a crazy uphill battle.
Yeah.
Right now, all I'm saying, yeah, men, whatever belief you have, that's great. Can we get her into school? Then when she's gone through education, and then you can decide, and you both can have a conversation, and she decides as at the full age of maturity, she can decide for herself. I want to get married to you,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go through the cut. That's a mature person making a decision.
Not an 8-year-old kid.
8 through 16, you are violating those children's rights at that point. So for me, they can believe whatever they want. And I'm not, again, who am I to change a culture? I don't want to get into the culture battle, the belief system. No. I'm saying, let's get girls into school.
Yeah.
Let them have a voice in saying,
Yeah.
I love this man. I would like to spend my life with this man. And one of the conditions that I have is I have to go through this. I am choosing to go do it.
Yeah. Because
I
normally
mean, you heard the one of the politicians from Darakanithi on during the culture day. She was saying, if my culture wants me to go through it so that they can put me in a leadership position, I'll do it. These are people with in influential positions
Yeah.
saying that. But she can say that. I have no fight over that.
Yeah.
She's a mature person
Yeah.
making that decision.
Yeah.
For me, it's as simple as let's give them the voice and the choice to decide. Bro, 2 months ago, a lady in West Pokot, she went through a rescue center because she was rescued so that she doesn't go through FGM. She goes to school, gets educated, graduates, gets married to a local, and also another educated, influential person. So she's doing well. They get together as a family. She's also dealing with the cultural, don't touch my cow. You can't come to my home because she didn't go through the cut, right?
Yeah.
So she has that stigma to deal with within the family.
Yeah.
She gets pregnant and is giving birth. On her birth bed, they cut her without her permission.
Oh my gosh. Where?
In West Pokot. In 2025.
Bro, against her will.
Exactly. So tell me, at that point, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You have another woman in the same area. She goes through the cut, gets pregnant. It's sewn up, so she can't give birth. So a local lady takes a machete, a panga, to help her. She bleeds to death. So what are we saying? Should we? Culture is good, and I respect that people
Yeah.
have so many things that they pursue with culture.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, as a filmmaker and a person who has a conscience, that is why we labeled our campaign "Humankind Be Both."
Yeah.
You can be a human and not be kind, because these guys are humans that are doing these things.
Yeah.
But that is not being kind to each other. So we're saying, let these girls go to school.
These are
Let them grow.
yeah.
Let them mature. Let them make a decision themselves.
These are probably what can be called harmful cultural practices.
Correct. And I like I said, we're not going against any culture or anything. We're just saying education is the best equalizer worldwide.
Yeah.
Let's put everyone in a place where they can consciously know, if I go through this, these are the impacts. This is what it looks like. This is how I get to live my life after that. Do I want that?
What are the statistics that you have come across? Because I'm sure after you decided to commit to this conversation,
Yeah.
you know, after you decided to commit to pursue FGM, after you had the meal with your boy at Nairobi Street Kitchen,
Yes.
I'm sure you dug deeper and you started finding statistics
Yes.
that probably now made you think something needs to be done here.
Yes. Yes.
What are those statistics that you've come across?
I mean, besides the deaths,
yeah.
I mean,
that's
that tells it all.
yeah.
So the other statistics that you can look at is like those that have gone to schools, the girls that have gone to school
Yeah.
and have graduated, and they've decided to go through the cut.
Yeah.
Out of 10, 2.
Bro.
And one of them actually was in our program. And do you know why they decided to do it? She just graduated 2 years ago from college.
Yeah.
She went through a rescue, and then she got proposed to by, we're not mentioning names, but a member, an MCA in their community. And the condition was that, well, I'm a leader and I want to continue leading.
And I
can't have a
believe-
voice if you're not cut.
That's just a crazy thing.
So she has to live for him.
And
that's what I'm saying.
And for her, so for the community to prove that she's gone through the cut, it has to be done by a woman in the community.
Correct.
She just can't come and say, I've gone through it. I mean,
Correct.
Because women will be like, we need to.
Correct.
That's madness. That's
Correct.
crazy, bro.
So it's like, for us, what we've decided to do is, if by 2026 end, there's a Kenyan who does not know what FGM is, we've not done our job.
Because that's the other thing, that there are many Kenyans who do not know what FGM is.
Correct. People know what it is, but they don't know the different levels of it and how bad the impact and all that. Like the effects of that long term. Most people don't.
Yeah.
And so what we're saying is, we got a very generous organization that said, if we want to educate girls, like if we, at least the ones that are in the program right now, we would need at least 2.5 million USD for the next 4 years to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't have that. But what if we can create something that builds a culture in Kenya where people become aware of what is happening, and then they get to choose, do I want to step in or not?
Yeah.
Do you know some of the areas we work? You walk into a government office and you have a member of parliament backing you up fully, giving you like transport and support when you're doing the work. You can't mention their name. You cannot say that they are supporting you.
Wow. Because they'll lose
credibility locally.
Yeah. They can't be elected again.
So and then that has been the hardest thing as a filmmaker to tell a story. Historically, we don't fear about, who gets burned in the process. But this particular documentary, we decided to like just demonize the issue and not the people.
Yeah.
Because my desire is to see men come to know God.
Yeah.
Because the moment men come into full maturity of their identity in Christ, life changes.
Yeah.
Men were created to protect women and children.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you're a Christian or whatever religion. Any man who's like well-centered, they will protect those two.
Yeah.
Not because they are weak,
Yeah.
but it's because it's our responsibility.
Yeah.
It's just where we are. So now people need to know what FGM is. They need to know where it's happening. It's happening in 22 counties in Kenya right now. Significantly.
22 counties.
22 different counties.
That's almost half the nation.
You know? We've even had, leadership. Like even the president. There was a time he shared during the women's conference, like urging men, like, we need to actually like move from this whole idea of culture and actually protect women and children.
Yeah.
We're busy investing in big, corporate things in Nairobi or in other parts of the country. But who is gonna make use of those things when someone has to deal with fistula and has to live in a forest because they can't be close to people because they're stigmatized or they feel they stink and all that.
Yeah. I think if men stood up
Yes.
and they said, we do not want our women to be circumcised anymore, that culture will stop.
I believe so. I believe
That
it.
practice, they said that practice will stop.
I believe it. And we've met groups, like some sections, for example, in Samburu, we met a council of elders. And they've even signed treaties saying, we do not want our girls to be cut anymore. We've realized verbatim, we put boys to school and left the girls at home, cut to be wives. The boys go to school, they get educated, they move to Nairobi.
Forget their...
They don't go back to help home.
Yeah.
The girl that they left at home learns sewing or selling mandazi and things like that. They are the ones that are coming home to help them.
Yeah. I remember reading a statistic. So my wife is in the place, is also in development as well. And there's a statistic that she had shared with me a couple of years ago that showed that for every 100 shillings a woman makes, I think 70% is committed to the family.
I believe it.
For every 100 shillings a man makes, 10% is committed to the family.
I believe it.
So you empower the woman, you empower the family.
Yes. Look at if you have friends within the banking circle, bro, look at the rates of defaulters.
Yeah.
Who are they? Men.
Man. Wow. So this documentary that you're doing, one of the main objectives is to raise awareness about FGM.
100%.
But then there's also the aspect of education.
Yes, fundraising for school fees.
Because if we educate the girls, you've said that out of 10, what you've come to learn is only 2 of those girls will choose for themselves.
Correct. And so we have a 10-year goal because that's the cycle it's going to take us to be able to see a girl come from elementary to high school and then they're able to go to college or high school, university. So they get to decide for themselves, right? They have we have room to know this person is well informed and they can be able to make a decision.
Yeah.
So if we had 44,000 last year, in 10 years,
that's
we
a
need
big
to
number,
see.
bro.
It is, bro. It is scary. It is extremely scary.
Yeah.
We need to be able to see that draft or that line, that curve go down.
Yeah.
As we continue with our work.
Yeah.
Right now is sensitizing and getting people aware of this issue.
Yeah.
After they know, then if you see something, say something, right? If
Yeah.
you're a neighbor and you know someone is about to do that to their daughter, then you report.
Yeah.
So there needs to be a reporting mechanism. I have a lot to say about the current system. So there needs to be a reporting system, but people need to be empowered first to be able to be informed and then empowered to be able to help change.
Yeah.
We have the most opportune time right now in the world to be able to change this, at least for Kenya.
Yeah.
Millennial, right?
Yeah.
During our time, we were over-informed and underskilled.
Yeah.
Because we just learned about internet, we were on Facebook, we were taking a lot of information in, and we felt we knew everything. Gen Zs, my friend, right now,
Yeah.
they are over-informed and over-skilled.
They have the skills to go with it.
Bro,
Yeah.
like, if you give Gen Zs an issue to tackle, then they'll be able to do it.
Head on.
The population right now is that
Gen
majority.
Z, yeah.
So my urge in this point, at this moment, is every Gen Z should look around them and see how many girls their age are suffering from either the risk of FGM. They just went through it. Like this year, believe it or not, during our documentary process, we met 4. We just got there when they just did it.
Oh, man.
There's nothing you can do. It has already happened.
Yeah.
So right now, for example, in the areas that we serve, we know of like a few families that are trying to do it secretly.
Yeah.
So you work with the chiefs to make sure, like, chiefs, do you know this is happening? They just keep pestering them.
Yeah.
So like to keep checking on the families.
Fuatilia,
And
yeah.
man, those chiefs have been so good. And like, I mean, they're all mostly aged.
Yeah.
And so like you have to provide for, fuel for boda boda or
fine.
fare and all that. Well, it adds up pretty quickly. When you're getting a call from Tharaka-Nithi and you're getting a call from Kajiado and you're getting a call from Samburu, from West Pokot, from Kapenguria, it adds up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I would ask the Gen Zs to look around as we fight the political perspective and the issues that are happening politically. Let's look back to once that is conquered, who do we have to be able to help build the nation?
Yeah.
Right. And so for me, they should look within themselves and around them.
Yeah.
From their schools, from the areas that they don't know about.
Yeah.
And 100 bob shillings, like 100 can save a person from that situation. And so what we did, we created a platform, just, a Google app sheet.
Yeah.
And it's basically connecting every girl that is at risk with a person who's willing to pay for their school fees. So you go in there, you choose, I want to give into this either 100 bob, or 3,000, that's like a full month, or whatever. The package is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
You get to choose. Even Mama Mboga can be able to help.
I'm sure.
And I'm telling you, when people know something is happening, they're actually able to help.
Yeah.
I remember we had a conversation with Caroline Mutuko, and she was doing voiceover. She's the one who did the voiceover for the clip. You will watch.
I want to watch it, man. I want to watch this trailer.
So when we went to her, she listened
intrigued.
to our story and like the issues that we're working with or around. Instead of charging us for the service, she donated.
Oh, man. That's awesome. She did a voiceover.
She did it. Basically for free.
Yes. Yes.
And so imagine if we make sure, because we were able to talk to her and she already knew about the issue, but she didn't know about this particular area.
Yeah.
So now imagine if we are able to have this documentary in everybody's phone.
Yeah.
Then a way for them to do something.
Yeah.
So I believe if we don't end up having this documentary as one of like the most watched documentary,
Yeah.
then we've also failed.
Bro, we need to have organizations like Safaricom jumping on this thing and saying, that part of their, social responsibility is to make this video available,
Yeah.
to all their subscribers.
That'll be
who
great.
have access to.
That'll
If
be
you're
great.
listening, Safcom, or Airtel, all we
we've
need.
tried.
Yeah.
We've tried to reach to you guys. So
Please open up that door, because it's such a cultural issue that we need to address and
Yes.
see how we can be able to change culture for the better. It's just
Correct.
one of those things that we're saying. This thing is harmful,
yes,
for the sake of the girl child
Yes.
and the women,
yes,
for the sake of our children.
yes,
Let's stop this harmful cultural behavior.
yes.
because even what the culture, I think, tries to propagate and say that, it's meant to stop women from, being promiscuous and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's, there are other ways that we can be able to help people live their lives differently.
Yeah.
Just enhancing on moral values.
Yes.
But then at the same time, we need to allow people to have the free will to make the choice that they need to choose in terms of how they live and how they handle their bodies.
Control, right?
And I'm just curious. I want to see this documentary, please. The trailer for the
I mean,
documentary.
I can show you.
I want to see it.
It's not a trailer. It's a teaser.
It's a teaser.
Right?
That's what. That's
Right?
it.
Let's see. Let's see.
Iko sawa.
Volume. Just.
Is the volume up?
I'll try it.
What is it doing now?
I think
we're good. I
okay,
pressed the wrong
perfect.
button. Yeah, let me do this. All right.
Can you hear?
It's not yet started. Is it downloading?
Let's see. No, it shouldn't.
Here it goes. You have a look at it. Friends, I do think that we need to do something about FGM. Is it okay if I ask for water? Cindy, cheki kama ukista na zetseri na maji mbili. Cold water, warm water, bro?
I'll do cold.
Cold water.
Baridi kabisa.
Okay, so
What is going on?
As you try to get this thing going.
Every 12 minutes,
Thank you.
There you go.
a girl dies.
Thank you.
Let's start it, and then just hit the start
Thank
button.
you.
There you go.
Here you go.
Every 12 minutes, a girl dies because of FGM. That's more than 44,320 preventable deaths every year. These are children, girls, many under the age of 10. They are cut with no anesthesia, with crude tools, in secret. And for what? A false sense of purity, a cultural myth, a tradition that leaves scars and silence. While the world spends over $20 billion each year on HIV/AIDS awareness, less than $100 million is spent globally to end FGM. It's underfunded, underreported, and misunderstood.
Now imagine 4.3 million times every year. Many do not survive. I did. Those survive carry their traumas in their bodies, their minds, and their future relationships. This is a global emergency, and some even in diaspora communities. And yet, the world is barely funding the fight. FGM is not a religious requirement. It's not a rite of passage. It's a human right violation. We must end it in this generation. Join us, fund the fight. Protect the next girl. It must end with us.
Over 230 million women and girls have undergone FGM worldwide, rising 15% since 2016. Every 12 minutes, a girl dies because
Wow.
of FGM.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy when you think about the impact that this thing has. One of the things I've picked up that she's talked about is the trauma that this person who's gone through FGM has to live with for the rest of her life. And I think you highlighted it as well, even into their marriage.
Yeah.
Wow, it's intense.
Yeah. It's one of those things that on set I had a really hard time. There are days that for example, in Isiolo, we met a lady. We're doing the interview.
Yeah.
Unbeknown to us, the grandma and the lady that cut her live right there. She's looking at
them.
Where they live. They live in the same compound till today.
And this happened against her will.
Yes. She was just sent by the grandma. hey, can you go into the house and get me something?
Oh,
When she walked in, she was grabbed. Now it happened.
something needs to change, guys. Something needs to change. And I want to challenge all the men, who are watching this podcast, that we can be able to change this cultural practice. We can be able to protect our women. We can be able to protect our girls. And it starts with you and I speaking up, speaking against it and stopping this practice in our communities.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And let's put our women and let's allow our girls to go to school. Yeah.
So the biggest goal right now is, yes, they are aware that they could make a choice and go to school.
Yeah.
Well, school is not free in Kenya, is it?
Bro, during the time of Kibaki, it was so good, man. I remember when thank you so much, D.
That's fine.
I remember when he opened up the opportunity for, kids to go to school. It was like,
I know.
it was globally celebrated.
It was.
Such a big deal. And the government needs to get back to that place where, I know we say that education is free, but we can all see the challenges that we're having in that space.
Yeah, tell
But
me,
we
is
need
it?
to be able to fund our own education system. We need to make sure that the systems work. And the people who are stopping the systems from working, that are stopping our girls and our boys from accessing education, those corrupt individuals in the middle, because they're not many, bro. It's just a few guys who make it difficult for the millions. Just a few guys, man.
Yeah.
Who impact millions of people. Something needs to be done there.
Yeah, but like, what if they don't change? Because this is now where, as a creative, I just, yes, I have the biblical knowledge of knowing the heart of God and where He calls us to be and how we need to live. Then you have to reconcile the reality of we live in an evil world, and there will always be evil people or people doing evil things. So how do we reconcile being able to, while this evil is still happening, how can we still play our part?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I am pushing this whole conversation. It's like, we know the system is corrupt. I mean, how do you give 5,000 shillings to a child who is in a high school for a whole year as bursary?
It's not enough.
What's that going to do?
It's not enough.
You get my point?
Yeah.
So, I mean, those things are there. But then we have Kenyans of goodwill. Bro, like, have you seen some of the churches we're building in Kenya?
Yeah. Don't go there.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we need to do great things and amazing things for God. Like, just think about, like, do you see how much we're spending?
For me, I'm like, let's build people.
So
Not buildings.
it needs these kids, a neighbor, a culture, a people you do not know need to matter to you enough
Yeah.
that you decide every month I'm going to give 3,000. That means there is a child that is not sleeping outside
Yeah.
because of the 3,000 I'm giving.
Yeah. Fam, we can do something. Next year, September, this documentary is going to be dropping.
Yes,
I
sir.
cannot wait for it, bro.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for it.
same thing.
But before then, you and I can be able to do something. And, when I sat down with Manasseh yesterday and I know the wonderful work that they're doing, and I like, humankind, be both.
Yeah.
Be both human and be kind. In fact, Jesus Christ says, first, no greater love has a man than this, that one would lay down his life for a friend. Another scripture he said, which was actually, he was asked, what is the greatest commandment? And he responded by saying, love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And the second is as great as the first one. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love is a verb. Love is an action, guys. We just don't say it, we do it. We show it. So if we can come together, first as men, my challenge is to the men, and speak up against FGM.
Yeah.
We can be able to bring a change in that space.
Absolutely.
But then if we can also go an extra mile and say that we're going to commit just 100 bob a day, just sacrifice, man, like I was going to have coffee and us, the good thing is when it hooks us up with coffee. But if I was going to buy a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
I can sacrifice and know that I have provided meals for 3 families for 1 day.
Yeah.
That's significant.
It's amazing.
That's significant. And you and I can be able to do that. So about that,
Absolutely.
even a student, you can be able to afford 100 bob. Someone who's working in a corporate office, you can be able to afford more than 100 bob.
Yeah.
Friends, let's go ahead and do something.
Yeah.
And one of the ways that we can be able to partner together with humankind, you get the QR code right here. Just go ahead and, scan that QR code, follow the instructions. Let's do something. Let's make sure that we change the narrative of our girls. I'm blessed to be able to be surrounded by wonderful ladies whom I get to work with. And I can tell you they do amazing work.
Yeah.
How much more if we had many more of these young girls being empowered to do something? But you know what encourages me, bro?
Talk to me.
The Gen Zs are action-oriented.
Yes.
As that young girl said in the documentary, we can end it in our generation.
Absolutely.
This generation can end it, bro.
Absolutely.
And I will back them up.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do.
Whatever we can do.
Whatever we can do.
Guys, my guest has been none other than Manasseh. Manasseh, what's the second name you?
Chege.
Chege.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's a middle name there.
It's okay. Chege Kosawa.
On social media, mostly it's Manasseh Olembatian. There's like
Olematian.
Yeah, family name. Yeah.
What does Olematian mean?
Olembatian.
Olembatian.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Son of Mbatia.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
And this guy, he has crisscrossed our country, man, on his motorbike, just going and capturing stories,
Yeah.
Of our cultures, what's happening behind in our communities, and just trying to tell the narrative of, again, what our girls and our women are going through.
Yeah.
Again, not to demonize culture, but just to highlight some of the issues and to address the harmful practices that we have.
Yeah.
Like he said, he's been literally shot at
This is true.
as he's been crisscrossing the country on his motorbike. I guess Tim was inazima hapa hivi kwa sababu inasema tumalize hii podcast. But anyway, guys, this has been a really good conversation. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, I really appreciate that we were able to do this.
This is incredible.
I think I have to say, I've met a lot of guys who have platforms, and I think the heart that you have to be able to make impact is something that is we need to encourage more of us to have.
Oh, thank God, man.
Yeah. So don't stop. There's a lot of things out there and a lot of people that are doing amazing work out there. Just keep highlighting them, including yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like being able to third service. I gotta say, third service has become like one of those things that I'm like, man, we need more of those.
Thank you.
It needs to happen often. And
Thank you.
knowing that you guys are going, like I've gone to so many high schools, and like they ask us, are you guys do you guys work with Kubamba? I was like, no, we don't work with Kubamba, but can we come when they're here? Because like you guys are everywhere,
Thank
so
you.
that level of impact that you guys have had over the years
Asante.
is something that we cannot take for granted.
Yeah.
And I think being hands and feet, you guys have gone beyond that. You guys have become co-laborers with God.
Yeah.
And seeing lives change.
Yeah.
And of course, we sometimes will have non-favorites. Like I said, let's find a way to coexist. I was talking to this gentleman from Safaricom, and I was expressing, man, your doors.
Yeah.
Your doors, man, ziko na kifuli. What's going on? And then on top of kifuli, kuna gatekeepers.
There are like many hoops.
And he said, let me tell you something. As a corporate company, working with a person like you, an organization like yours, you have to see it from two perspectives. We are the fig tree. We're big. You are a dwarf tree.
Yeah.
But if you look at them coexist in the forest, they don't untangle and they don't fight. They have ecosystems that help them survive together.
Yeah.
So about the gatekeepers, about the doors, okay, keep knocking.
Yeah.
It's a system we have in place,
Yeah.
and it has to work.
Yeah.
So when it's supposed to work, it'll work.
It'll work.
So we'll just keep knocking.
Yeah.
And I agree. So evil and us, we have to coexist. They have to do their thing.
Yeah.
But we have a God that knows everything.
We'll keep shining, bro.
Keep shining.
We'll keep shining. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the conversation today. Please take action, Sindio. And thank you so much for joining us for the DJ Mo's podcast. Today, my guest again has been Manasseh Chege. Olem Batian. There he goes. And so if you like this podcast, go ahead, share it together with your friends and your loved ones. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to Fadali. But even more importantly for us, go ahead and share with your enemies because that's how you show them love. Yeah. Peace and God bless.
Peace.